Today we are taking you on a flavor-packed journey to Bohol, where we'll uncover the delicious secrets of a local specialty, Asin Tibuok. So I'm in Albuquerque right now. This is the place where they still use the very traditional method in how to make this salt, and they're showing us around a little bit how it works, the procedure, all the steps. So yeah, let me show you. In the ancient days of the Philippine island, Asin Tibuok played a vital role in trade between rice farmers and salt producers. Today, this traditional method of salt preservation is on the verge of extinction. Asin Tibuok is a rare artisanal sea salt that adds a unique touch to any dish. Plus, it looks beautiful even just as a decor, doesn't it? The process to prepare this salt is extremely laborious. Let me show you how it's done. The laborious process of Asin Tibuok begins with sourcing the materials, especially the bunot or coconut husk, which are collected and transported to the farir or salt pond. Step 2. Soaking the coconuts. Coconut husks are soaked in open salt water pits called paril for 4 to 6 months to allow the absorption of minerals, a process that gives the Asin Tibuok its rich earthy taste. Step 3. Chopping the coconut husks. The soaked husks are then cut into smaller pieces and sun-dried for a day or more, depending on the weather condition. Step 4. Burning process. Salt makers prepare a burning platform called sapao before assembling the logs and firewood. The dry coconut husks are then placed on top, forming a huge pile of combustible materials. The burning process ends when a mound of hard ash called kazan is produced. Step 5. Filtering process. The mound of hard ash or kazan from the burned coconut husk is transferred to a cone-shaped funnel called zak-zak, serving as a filter. The seawater is deliberately poured on top to extract the concentrated brine solution called tasik. A cork-like container called pasong is positioned at the bottom of the funnel to collect the brine during the filtering process. Step 6. Arranging the salt pots. Before cooking, the clay salt pots or lagaan sa asin are carefully positioned in the long stove made from hardened ash. Stones are inserted in between the pots to ensure its stability when pouring the brine and the brine starts to boil. Fire is prepared when the stove and pots are set. Step 7. Cooking process. The tasik or brine will be cooked over an open pit fire while the salt pots are preheated and the lagaan is lined up. More tasik are poured onto the pots as the liquid evaporates. The mang anisay or salt maker continuously cook the brine, pouring the liquid into the pots while tending to the fire until the whole salt is produced. When the bottom of the clay salt pot cracks, it means that the salt is already cooked. The tedious and traditional process of cooking the Asin Tibuok usually lasts for an entire day. The cooked salt is left to cool down in the evening. The following day, the hardened salt will be cleaned up and ready to be sold or barter.
Bakasyonista, kita-kita.
So I got my salt. It's a pretty laborious process, I'm telling you. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of labor, and a lot of people are involved. All the community here is involved in the production of the salt. Now they're having, it's like their anniversary. They're having a little celebration. I mean, it's nice they want to keep those traditions alive. But first, let's have a little snack.
One is diabetic.
Huh?
Prevent diabetic.
This is pao.
Ah, okay. Yeah, different pao. Thank you.
Isa chili.
Pao.
Pinawi ang namihan na pancit is pao.
I mean, if you want to buy the Asin Tibuok, you can find it here on the street. You cannot miss it. I mean, look at the big salt there. That's the signage, and you just go to the store there, where they always have the product available. Asin Tibuok. You can also stop to take a picture with the salt, which is always a nice remembrance. Okay, you can visit the museum here. For some reason, they're still not allowed to take videos inside the museum, so there's not much I can show you there. But what I can tell you is that they have like a special section all about the Asin Tibuok. It's also explained how it's made. There are some artifacts there, and you can also buy the salt there. Would really like to encourage anyone to go and visit the museum because first of all, it's beautiful. It's fully aircon, it's free, you can learn one thing or two about Bohol, and you can buy this salt now, you can buy the salt there. But now I really want to go home and try this salt. Let's go.